Kia ora, tēnā koutou, hello, and welcome back to another episode of FTL. Oh yeah, we are back, and today we are going to be playing with a new ship, the Federation Cruiser Type B, the Nissos, with a 3 crew, the human, the Zoltan, and the Slug. Oh, that's interesting, I don't remember that. Anyway, yes, the Federation Cruiser Type B. Pretty cool thing about it is that, like the Type A, it has the artillery beam, except that this has got 2 levels in it already, which is pretty good. Gives it a 40-second cooldown. Definitely a good idea to upgrade that if you're, particularly because of these weapons. The dual laser, not very powerful, but as we've seen before, definitely worth its power bar of just 1 for 2 shots, and a low charge time as well. And we've got the Leto, pretty much the lowest powered missile there. Pretty nice to complement this. Probably don't want to use it too much, but yeah, it's there. Apart from that, nothing particularly special about this ship. What have we got? I've got 2 power in the weapons and 2 in the engine, so it's pretty normal apart from the artillery beam. Alright, so we're going to name this, rather than the Nissos, we're going to name it the Egyptian. Let's see, there we go. We're going to be naming our crew members after famous gods. Let's see, you can be Ra, who's sort of the god of the sun, and I think he's the highest god. I think so. Definitely god of the sun. And I think we're going to name this guy Osiris, kind of the lord of the underworld and all that kind of stuff, lord of the dead and so on. And then we have here Anubis, who is kind of the god of mummification as well, and kind of associated with the dead as well because of that as well. You see, yeah, hopefully there's a bit of good luck there. We've got the sun, we've got the underworld, and then we've got mummification. Yeah, alright, well, let's just take a quick look at it without the rooms. So, how do you get this ship? Well, in order to get the Type A, what you have to do is actually beat the game. You can do that on easy or normal, and beating the final boss, the Rebel flagship, will give you this ship. In order to get the Type B, there are 3 achievements. The Master of Patience, using the artillery beam to destroy an enemy ship while taking no hull damage. That's pretty easy if you can, if for example they have ion weapons or, you know, a little beam that can't get through your shields or something. Very easy to get, particularly in the late game, I suppose. We've got a diplomatic immunity. While using the Federation Cruiser, use your crew in 4 special blue event choices by Sector 5. That's actually pretty difficult, particularly if you don't have an NG. Do you have an NG on this one? You do. If you get an NG Homeworlds event, that'd be pretty good. The Rock, kind of got an event for it, but not really for the Mantis. Right then, what else? Oh, the third one here. Artillery Mastery, get to Sector 5 and the Federation Cruiser without upgrading our weapon system. That is pretty easy. All you need to do is upgrade this pretty much to the max, get some shields and engines. You can pretty much upgrade anything except the weapons. Yes, alright, well yeah, we're pretty much ready here. No augmentations, unfortunately. We're going to have to pick some up, I suppose, or who knows, might get lucky. Alright, so let's get ready to start this thing. The data we carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. We'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebels can catch you up. Tip: oxygen. If the ship's room color changes from tan to red, it means we'll lose an oxygen. Crew will be damaged and files will burn out of rooms with an orange border. That's very true. Right, well, we're starting off in a nebula, of course. Alright, we'll keep Ra on the helm there, and I think we'll move Osiris over to the weapons. Maybe we'll move him to the shields. No, we'll keep him in the weapons, why the heck not. And then we'll get Anubis in the shields as well. And so the great thing about the Slug, I guess, is that the nebula thing, he's way down there, so it's not particularly useful. Alright. Well, let's see what we got here. Bit of spare power from the Zoltan, which is fantastic. We can actually power everything. That's pretty cool. Alright, what do we got? Well, may as well make the most of the nebula and jump to here, and then maybe back out, I don't know. Because as we all know, the rebels travel slower if you're in a nebula. Alright, what do we got here? Danger, apparently. A pirate ship moves shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid our ship, we assume that's a smuggler trying to stay away from the beacons. Well, let's attack them, of course! You power up your weapons and move in to engage. They've got a heavy laser and a rocket, so they can't really get through our shields too badly here. So we're going to use a Leto. I think we'll try and avoid using the Leto, so we'll just attack with our dual laser and see how we go there. They're probably going to be able to fire it. There we go. Alright, well the Leto's offline, but they did fire one off. Oh, well there goes the med bay, alright. I think we'll just keep the dual laser on that. We'll get Anubis repairing that just what we can while there's oxygen in there. Alright, the Leto of theirs is still offline, they can't get through our shields. Patch that hole before too much oxygen gets lost, that's pretty good. Alright, take the Leto off again. We may have to use a missile here. We're not really taking them down too much. They didn't like they want to fight, they're trying to escape. Well, that's not very good. No, probably not going to be able to kill them before we get away. We'll try dual lasering the helm, and if we miss, we'll have to fire a Leto. They hail us. We realize our ship is not much for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. They offer us 5 missiles, 2 drone parts, and 9 scrap. That is not bad, particularly for this stage of the game. Well, I'm not really using the Leto, though. I'm not going to accept. I'm going to hope I get more scrap. Alright, the super shield comes in, takes out the thing. That's fantastic. The helm and the oxygen. Maybe we can starve them out. That'd be fun. Oh, too late. Down go the Federation scout pirate people. The ship's cargo is not salvageable. However, they seem to have been surveying the region. They possessed detailed maps and data. We download what we can from the ship's map. And we get 12 scrap for some reason. Awesome. Alright, so what do we got for a map? Ooh. 1 store. That's a bit unusual for a civilian sector. Okay, let's see. If we could go down here and around like this, there's probably nothing there. Well, there's less this way, so we're probably going to go around like this. Maybe come back down. We'll see how that goes. So I've got a ship here. Hope it's not too bad. Anubis needs healing. Isn't he in the mid bay? Your arrival is greeted by numerous computer alerts. The nearby automated scout has deployed a virus and disrupted our shield system. Hope they won't cause further problems before we can destroy it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh indeed. Because I've got a little piddly laser there, so probably going to have to pop a Leto and a dual laser here to get rid of their weapons before they can do too much to us. Alright. Anubis, get back to the shields. Oh, actually, I guess we could throw Anubis on the engines just while the shields are down. Alright, the Leto's fired at the same time. Alright, we didn't lose too much there. The shields are on fire now, so Anubis, back you go. And hopefully, alright, keep those weapons off. Oh my goodness, wow, we took a bit of hull damage there because of that, so we'll actually send Osiris in. We can do okay with just the dual lasers at this point. I want to get control of these fires. Even if you are a smelly Zoltan. Alright. Come on, get that fire under control. Now repair the shields. Not that that matters too much. The artillery beams loaded up. Should be able to finish them off. Ooh! You guys are lucky. Very lucky. Alright, we'll get Anubis Osiris. Back on the weapons. And down goes the Rebel Automated Scout. The ship explodes, leaving behind 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 13 scrap. Maybe that was worth it. Well, we'll get everybody repairing these, and then we'll send them to the medbay. How's Ra doing? Full health, that's good. Alright, come on guys, double speed. And get the shields back online ASAP, please. Thank you. Power up the Leto, everything's hunky-dory. Okay. Get everything where it belongs. Right, let's see. Okay, down here next. There's probably not going to be anything here because we can see what's going on. Because we're lucky like that. You come out of the jump to see laser blasts coming from the other side of the beacon. It looks like someone is under attack from the pirates. Let's aid the civilians, of course. We power up our weapons and engage the pirates. Okay, again, pretty much a similar deal to that first fight we did. We'll see if we can avoid using the dual Alito again. I doubt it though. Oh! I don't want to have to face another Leto, so we'll fire one there. Oh, and the Leto missed as well. Fantastic. Right, repair that helmet double speed there, Ra. Alright, dang it. Oh! Well, there go the doors. Oh, that's not too bad. Come on, take out the rocket! The Leto. Arrgh! 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 Okay. Now the heavy laser's back online. Oh, okay, so they're trying to balance their power usage here. Alright. Oh! There they go, the weapons are completely offline, now the shields are offline. They're sitting ducks. Fantastic artillery beam, but we're taking a lot of damage here. Really need to consider getting more powerful shields at this point. The ship breaks apart. We get 2 missiles and 1 drum and 13 scrap, and let's contact those civilians. The ship that the pirate was assaulting was a science vessel. They thank you for saving them and offer us 3 fuel, 1 drum and 16 scrap as a reward. Well, I'll take the fuel. But our shields need repairing. Yeah, we're pretty much complete disarray here. They gave us a good walloping. Goodness me, I'm not sure if it was worth it to take them down. Alright, everybody's good except Ra and Anubis, so we'll get Ra in the... Well, I guess we've got to send him down there to speed that up, but... Alright, back you go, Ra. And heal that up. Faster than you've ever done before. Actually, how is he doing? 6 out of 18, that's not bad. 1/3 of the way there. Come on, dude, heal up. Good. Not much to say other than heal up. Okay, distress beacon down here. Let's see if we can answer that. Hopefully they'll fix our hull if we save them or something. Hopefully they'll give us a blue event. I don't know. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire and the repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Let's destroy that defense system from a distance. We fire a few volleys from a distance and it is clear the defense system is no match for our weapons. However, the station does not seem to be happy with our solution. You gather what you can and jump before there's trouble. 3 fuel, 1 drum part and 10 scrap. For some reason. Okay. Not looking too bad actually. Let's see if we can invest. Whereabouts is the store? It's way up there, so we're probably going to get a bit more scrap before we head up there. That's going to cost us 50, 70, what is that, 95? Something like 95 scrap, so we need a bit more actually. No, we can do this. Okay, yeah, we need, what is that, 19 more scrap. Well, actually, no, we can do it now because we've got the power in the med base, so we can do this now. Alright. There you go, so we're much more survivable now with 2 shields. We're not going to jump in there unless, what is that, it's an asteroid field. Yeah, I can avoid it, so I'm not going in there. Alright. You come across a pirate in hot pursuit of an unidentified ship. You quickly receive a transmission from the pirate. Stay out of this fight, and we'll make it worth your while. Again, it's another... it's pretty much the same guy. Oh, we could accept their bribe of 2 missiles, 1 drum part and 7 scrap, but that is crazy. That's way too low scrap. Let's try to be a hero and attack them. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto us. What am I doing? They've got a dual laser now, so... a good thing I got those shields. What I'm going to do, though, is just whack them with the Leto and the dual laser. I'll let you turn auto fire off. Just cause. Alright. Oh! Okay, okay, well that bit's on fire, so we'll just vent the oxygen out of there. Alright, let's pretty much do the same thing. Wasting another Leto. Probably not worth wasting them, but... oh dear, really? Still haven't taken it down. Man, that is a strong weapon system. Alright, get rid of all the fires. There we go. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. They offer 6 fuel, 4 missiles, and 8 scrap. That is a good deal. That's a good deal. We're going to need the fuel anyway, and... I'm going to accept. I'm going to accept. They're going to whack us in the doors. Oh dear. Alright. Down you go, Anubis. As soon as we get someone on the engines, it'll be a lot easier to transfer them to repair the doors, because they're going to get hit again. We all know. Oh dear. My favourite music in this game, by the way. I've already mentioned that, but this particular soundtrack is just amazing. It really defines FTL for me, apart from the themes track. Right, there we go, the doors are repaired. Anubis, make your slimy way, leaving slime all over the ship. Back up to the shields, alright. Okay, where are we going next? Probably going to go here and then to the distress beacon, which is probably a trap, and if we can make that jump, that'd be good. What is that? It's the sun, so probably don't want to jump there. That'd be a terrible place to jump. 22 fuel, we're doing excellent on fuel at the moment. Rebel ship has been patrolling this region. As soon as you arrive, it begins its assault. Alright, we're going to send a guy aboard into there. He's going to head for our sensors, so we're going to have to send Anubis. No, we probably won't get there before the sensors are destroyed, unfortunately, but what we're going to do... I don't think they can get to our shields. That's handy. Let's just attack them in the shields on auto fire. They should not be able to get through our shields here, which is good. Oh yeah. I love it when this happens. See, this would be a great way to get the achievement, because they can't get through our shields, and all you gotta do is just sit there and let the artillery beam to whack them. Pretty easy. Right, actually what we're gonna do is attack the teleporter so this guy can't port back. Yeah, come on, there we go. Should be able to win that, hopefully. No, Anubis is actually losing. We're going to have to get him out of the room, and we're going to have to send Ra. That's not good. Wow. How much point? 2 hit points. You nearly bought it there, bud. They're powering up their FTL. They're trying to escape. Alright, you get back in there. You get to the mid bay. There we go. You have clearly... No, wait, they're rebels. You have clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. They offer us 5 fuel, 4 missiles, and 7 scrap. It's almost the same deal as before. But we don't need to take it again, so we're not going to accept surrender. Alright, do a laser, whack him where it hurts. And get the mid bay going. There we go. The ship explodes, leaving behind 1 fuel, 2 missiles, and 16 scrap. That's obviously not as good, but it's still pretty good. More missiles is always good, and we don't really need as much fuel, and it's a ton more scrap. It's like over double the amount of scrap, so that's not too bad. Osiris is okay. All the ship systems are okay. We're taking a huge amount of damage though for this first sector. I'm not even sure why. I think it's just that a lot of people have got missiles. It probably something like that. So probably want to try and get a defense drone or something if everybody's got missiles. Well, even we've got missiles, so yeah. I get powered back where it belongs. Slow down that timer there. Okay. Distress beacon, yes please. And it's probably a trap. A small civilian ship flies over as soon as we arrive. You're prepared to fight, but they just inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. Well, we've got tons of fuel. Let's give them some. Thank you. Here, have this extra scrap as payment. 20 scrap? What is that? That's about... well, that's definitely a profit on our part. Dang it, can't make that jump. And I don't want to jump into the sun. So... I could jump there and then up to the store. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why do I even want to go to the store? Do I really actually need to go to the store at this point? Well, I kind of do, because we're running a bit low on hull, and they might have something cool for us, like a laser or something. A second laser to replace the Leto would be really good at this point. Okay, so what I'm thinking is that... so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 1, 2, kind of 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's possible. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Might be able to get 6 jumps in. A small NG research vessel is trying to fend off a Mantis ship. You move in to engage, but after a quick scan of your ship, the Mantis ship retreats. Ha-ha! They must be terrible if they're weaker than us. An NG offers you a drone schematic as thanks for our timely arrival. 8 scrap and an anti-ship beam drone Mark 1. That's pretty powerful. Awesome, guys. Thank you. And we didn't even do anything, so that's kind of funny. It's just jump in. Ah, yeah, have some stuff. You find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Well, what did we get? 9 scrap. Well, it's better if we could get the data stores. Oh, we're able to pull the ship's data about the sector. Our map has been updated once again. We get 2 fuel, 1 missile, and 7 scrap. Well, I guess that was better than the alternative, but that still wasn't very much money. Okay, what we're going to have to do is go up here. We're definitely starting to run out of time. Don't let that deceive you how far back it was. We've got to go back down again, remember? The space station here is a travelling merchant who shows us his wares. Alright, well, a scrap recovery would be fantastic at this stage of the game because we can pay it back and get tons more money besides. Could sell the beam drone, but... okay, so they don't have any weapons for us. I think I am going to pick up that scrap recovery arm. We don't really need any of these resources. We need a few repairs, I think, and... that's all we could really get. So we can't, even if we sell the beam drone, we can't really get anything at this stage. Anyway, so I am just going to hang on to it, I think. Might get drone control. We probably am going to get drone control, the crew teleporter, and cloaking at some point. Actually, can this ship take? No, it can only take 2. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Can it actually take cloaking? I don't know if the ship can have cloaking. That'd be an interesting thing. If you know, let me know in the comment section. So what's that? 1, 2, maybe 3. Maybe we can make it. 1, 2. We can definitely make that. 1. So that's 1. So after 1 jump, they'll be there. After 2 jumps, they'll be about here. 3 jumps here. I'm a gambling man. Let's do this. I think we've got enough time. Upon completing our jump, we receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. We're not paying your toll. We don't even have enough scrap for it. Too bad. You'll regret this decision. We didn't have a choice, buddy. Well, again, rockets. Everybody's got rockets. And they've got a Zoltan shield as well, so we are going to have to pop a Leto here, I think, to try and get those shields down. It's only going to do 1 damage. But what can we do? I mean, they've got a Zoltan shield. Okay, the missile hit an empty room. That's good. We'll save the Leto for now, because with the next dual laser we'll be able to punch through the shield anyway. If we don't miss, there we go. Alright, let's see. Now we'll fire the Leto into their weapons, and we'll probably fire this here as well. There we go. That's what I like to see. Haha! Alright, the doors once again taken down. We fired another Leto by accident. Oh well. And maybe we could kill the crew. Maybe not. Alright, there we go. The dual laser fired. We're doing a ton of damage here, that's good. Here we finish them off with the artillery beam. Ship explodes, leaving behind 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 16 scrap. Excellent stuff. Right, what I'm thinking is getting more powerful engines, because there's just so many rockets, and the only real way to evade them at this point is engines, or a defense drone. We don't have enough for drone control. Getting the engines up would be good. That's going to cost us 40 scrap. Okay. Oh, we might be... We're cutting it real fine for time, but I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. What have we got here? Our scans reveal a mining base on a nearby planet, long since abandoned. No life signs are detected. Completely useless. And before we jump, I know. We'll actually get everybody repairing that. By everybody, I mean these 2. We'll send these 2. I don't know. I want the slug. I want Anubis to be repairing it for some reason. We'll get the Zoltan in there and send him out again just as it's about to be repaired so that Anubis gets the experience. If we get an injury though, the repairing training is going to be completely useless. My favourite track in FTL again. Anyway, exhibit. Oh, are there going to be rebels there? Are there going to be rebels there? Let's see. Come on, be lucky. Yes, just enough time. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL drivers charge, we can jump to the next sector. You see a small station fitted with hundreds of repair drones. You receive an automated message. We don't know who you are, and we don't care, but this is the right place for some ship repair. Guess that's a poem. Don't mock me. Well, we could pick up 10 repair actually, and that's going to drain us of our money, but I think it's going to be worth it. There we go. Thank you for your business. No refunds. Well, that's alright. I'm sure we're going to run out of that hole again at some point. Alright, well, yeah, we've time to jump on to the next sector, please. Okay, so what one has more friendly sectors? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, let's go the friendly way. I'm on Wimp. Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector before those pursuing rebels can catch us up. Nothing particularly special about these sectors at the moment, which is kind of unfortunate actually. Alright, well there's a distress beacon right here, so let's check that out and see if we can help and get a blue option. Come on.
Hello. We used our last FTL fuel to jump to this station.
They indicate a burnt out husk of debris and warped metal.
As you can see, the warp must have spread to this sector. We've been stranded ever since.
Well, I'm going to give you the fuel because you're going to give me a reward, despite the fact that I don't like your voice.
Oh, thank you. Here, to have this extra scrap as payment.
Again, that was pretty much worth it, I think, for the scrap. Alright, into the nebula we go. I actually love nebula because they just slow down the rebels. And that was loud. You jump into the middle of a plasma storm. Multiple recently incapacitated ships loom in the shadows, briefly illuminated by the lightning. You can manually search the wreckage for survivors and equipment, or we could avoid the risk and wait to jump away unscathed. Well, yeah, let's manually search. While the crew is off the ship searching through the wrecks, two hulls crash into each other, breaking the crew's tethers. You have no time to react as someone is knocked away, floating helplessly into the gaseous clouds. But we do, however, get 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 11 scrap. Who do we lose? We lost the pilot. Congratulations, Anubis, you have been promoted. Oh dear, I didn't even realise there was a crew loss state for that one. If I knew I could have potentially lost crew there, I probably would have not done it. Alright. Store right there, we don't need it. So what I'm thinking is I want to hit every nebula, so perhaps what we could do is jump out and then jump back in. That's probably a good idea. Let's try that. Ooh, that's a nice background. The settlement, still loyal to the Federation, hails our ship. They've prepared a weapon to aid you in escape from the rebels. They give us 14 scrap and a firebomb. Ooh, there's no damage but can light fires. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, it's pretty useless. It doesn't do any... Well, it doesn't do hull damage, but bombs never do, so that's okay. And just power everything back up. Cool. Alright, shields are back online. Let's jump over here. Back into the nebula, folks. There seems to be a number of small stations nearby. Before you have time to scan them, warnings go off. A rebel teleporter was used on one of the stations. We've been boarded. Oh. Okay, what we're going to have to do here, because there's so many of them and we're not very good at fighting, we are going to have to do our normal tactic, well it used to be normal tactic of flooding the ship, getting rid of all the air in the ship and heading to the medbay. Goodness me, sorry, I had something in my throat there. Alright, get the medbay healing, okay that's good. Everybody's running to the medbay. Actually let's open all the doors because those guys are heading into there to hurt our weapon system, so that's not good. Hopefully they should be able to stay alive. Yeah, they're doing okay. Alright, in they come. Yeah! Stuck it. Alright, close all those doors. Oh my goodness, we pretty much flooded got rid of all the oxygen in the entire ship there. Oxygen's climbing back up, that's good. So let's see, we'll get these guys repairing, that's healed, cool. Alright guys, I think we're just going to take a quick cut here and when we return we'll have full oxygen and ready to jump. And we're back, 100% oxygen, that's fantastic. Let's close the doors and get out of here. Oh, that was a bit quick. Alright, the store's about to go everyone, but we don't care about the store. I should probably spend some of my scrap on engines. If there's nothing here, without active sensors, we have no other option but to look out the viewports in apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, we've got enough to power up these engines now, which is good. And it's not going to cost too much to get them up again. Probably want to do another engine bonus. Maybe shields. Maybe the artillery beam. It's all open at the moment. But hopefully there's something in this part of the nebula. Otherwise that's a wasted trip, isn't it? It's hard to see why, but this beacon is apparently a tourist destination. One of the ships here at the small station is offering a deal. Well, they'll give us 3 drone parts for 2 missiles. Well, I'm using my missiles at the moment, so it'd be kind of crazy to do that deal. Let's trail onto this distress beacon and hope it's something that our slug can do. You found the source of the distress call. A small research station appears. It appears a small laboratory fire got out of control and is threatening to destroy the station. Their fire suppression system is not responding. Well, let's dock and try and rescue those survivors. We need crew members. You pull up alongside the station and cut through the hull. You're able to rescue a few survivors, but many more are lost. One of the survivors offers to join our crew, and we offload the rest on a nearby station. Hello, Jones. You make a perfect pilot? How is this guy doing? He's a terrible pilot completely, and he's better at shields, so we are going to send Anubis back to the shields, and we'll have Jones be our helmsman. Good thing that is an NG. Maybe we can get that achievement now if we find some NG sectors. Alright. Where are we going to go now? I like being in the last sector where we had actually things to do. We knew what was coming, but oh well. We've been through the entire nebula now, so we've got to make some kind of weird decision. Upon completing our jump, we receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Well, missiles, heavy laser. Too bad, you will regret that decision. Right. Well, let's just fire on the... we'll actually turn auto fire off. We'll auto fire the dual laser, but we won't dual fire the Leto. Oh, there we go. Did the missile miss? Nope. I will get... You'll have to get Anubis doing this. That's a bad thing about having an NG on the helmet, is that we can't really use them for the repair skill that they are. That's another thing to consider. Maybe when I switch them back. But we did miss that missile on the plus side. Alright, okay, what we're going to do is fire another dual laser, get rid of that Zoltan shield. And, well, they're taking them in the weapons, of course, with our Leto. Oh, they've taken out our weapons, so that was good. Unfortunately, it's gone again. Ooh, okay, you're going to stay there. Heal up those engines. And they're going to hit us with another rocket, aren't they? We're in the engines again. But thankfully that thing comes through and does a ton of damage. That's good. The shields are down. Let's take out their weapons. They're trying to repair the helm, which is kind of interesting. We can see because it's a slug. That's one good thing about it. Alright, down they go at long last. Alright. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 21 scrap. Which gets down to 23 by the scrap recovery arm. I completely forgot that we even had it. Alright, who needs healing? Everybody except the NG. Come on, Anubis, how you doing? 12 of 18, so yeah, you're coming along there. But as I said, now we have the NG, so I think what I'm going to do is actually, once he's done this, what we're going to do is have the NG as our shieldman, just so that he can be a mobile repairman, is what we want there, which is, I didn't even consider that with the whole thing. Yeah. And he's not too far along anyway, is he? He's only like 4, 5-ish. Okay. You're healed, that's good. Get back where you belong. Power up the Leto again. We're pretty much good here. What's that? 150? What's that? That's at 75? Should we cut 10 seconds off that or go for more engines? Yeah. Actually, we'll just check if there's a store. No store, okay. Yeah, let's get some more powerful engines. We're getting hit pretty hard by these, whatchamacallit, these rockets. So getting the engines probably a worthwhile investment. Alright. We could hang out down here, but I think we'll just go to this sector first. There might be something cool here. And so we got. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. The weapons are charged, but they're not firing. Let's intervene and defend! The rebel ship fires some warning shots, but eventually powers down their weapons. The outpost... What? What? I wanted to intervene and defend! I thought I hit 1 there. Was 1 the wrong thing? No. Curse you, FTL! Oh well. Lost a bit of scrap there. An unidentified ship is badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins its distress signal until the pirate cuts in and offers to split the bounty. If we sit tight, I don't think they can get through our shields again. Let's attack the pirate. The pirate ship stops its pursuit and locks weapons onto us. Now we only need to use the dual laser here, so we'll just auto-fire that on their shields, I suppose. We'll see if they can get through our shields. I don't think they can with a beam and a laser like that. At least I hope not. I don't think so. It's only the halberd beam or the glaive beam that can go through multiple shield layers. So we're probably going to be okay. That's like a hull beam, isn't it? It does double damage on systemless rooms, but as long as I can't get our shields down, we're pretty much fine here. Yeah, so both of them hit there, and we're pretty much good. The shields are finally down, the Zoltan shields, so should be able to get through. Come on, do a laser. And then our artillery beam is going to wreck their day as well. Oh yeah. Fine, our previous offer was not generous enough. Let's improve it. They offer us 3 fuel, 2 drone parts, 31 scrap, and an anti-personnel drone. You'd have to be crazy to not accept that deal. Let's accept. You live today. Alright, what do we... So, what's in our hold exactly now? We've got 2 drones in our hold. Picking up drone control would not be that bad of an idea at this point, seeing as... Getting it for the defense drone would be fantastic, and having the beam drone as well with some extra firepower would be pretty good. We stumble across a forward scale of the rebel fleet, and let me guess, they're powering up the FTL. If they get away, they'll no doubt warn the fleet of our position. Alright, they're sending one dude into a mid bay, the fool. We'll find him with the Zoltan. I don't know why I'm fighting with the Zoltan, probably because the engine only does half damage. They should be alright in there. Unfortunately, they did depower our dual laser. They can't get through our shields again, which is good. So what we're going to do is just whack them in the teleporter, so that they can't get home. Yeah! Don't you just love this? Not being able to take any damage. 2 shields is great if they don't have rockets. That's the thing. Right, it's completely down and somebody's trying to go to repair it. Yeah. I think what we're going to... Should we try and take out their oxygen? That's an interesting idea. Oh yeah, now they're going. Look at that. They can't dodge anymore, which is interesting. We killed the crew member, so we'll get back on the weapons. It's on fire! I'll see if they can repair the fire. If they can't... Oh yeah. I'll actually, if they die from the fire, that'd be really cool. Okay, now they're repairing it. Okay, so we're gonna have to kill them. Oh. They didn't want to play it safe. Hopefully, we might actually be able to kill them by just damaging them outright. We'll see. We'll see. Alright. Their weapons harmlessly bouncing off of our shields. Now the artillery beams, we're going to come in and finish them. We'll actually depower that because they might actually suffocate here. That'd be really fun. Oh, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, unfortunately. That'd been really fun to... It's really fun to suffocate them because I can't repair the oxygen. The ship breaks apart and we're relieved to know that they're still one step ahead of the fleet. We get 1 missile, 1 drone part, and 16 scrap. Okay. Repower up the artillery beam. How much is that going to cost? 65 for the level 5. And the level 5 is probably going to be where we stop powering up our engines. May as well get them now. And we're getting a decent amount of evasion as well, 25%. Your scans reveal an ore refinery and several factories, all standing still and empty. No life signs are detected. Well, that's a shame. I've just noticed that Anubis is a bit damaged, so I'll send him over to the medical bay to heal himself up. And we should be good. Come on, bro. Yeah, that's right. I just used Kiwi lingo in a video. Yeah. Alright. We've got plenty of time here, so we are just going to jump to this. Well, we're probably not going to be able to get 3 jumps out of that, so well timed. Again, very well timed. What do we got here? We spot a small little ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. It does not seem to want to engage us in our ship. Let's demand the surrender of their goods. We're prepared to secure their cargo by force. They don't look like they want to fight. They're trying to escape. Well, even with the beam drone, they still can't get through our shields, but they are trying to get away here, so we are going to have to attack them in their helm. Haha. Awesome. I really love it when they can't get through your shields, and all you have to do is kind of just beat them down any way you can. Let's take them with a Leto. Oh man, they've got multiple points in their helm. Really? It's very rare that you see that in like Sector 2. Anyway, it's down now. So what we're going to do is attack them in the oxygen. That's probably going to get... I don't know, maybe him out of there? We'll see. We'll see who gets out of there now. Alright, well someone has come over, but... yeah. Alright, back to the helm, please. Get that offline. Oh! Stop these guys running, please. Please. Okay, it's delayed. They're both out of there now. That's good. We can get rid of it. Cool. The oxygen's offline. Let's get rid of the shields next. How many missiles did I waste there? Like 2? I didn't waste them. The artillery beam did come in and save the day though, which is pretty good. That guy was going to go repair the helm, which is not what we want. Alright, come on. Come on, guys. There we go. 1 point left. 1 point left. We could use our Leto here if we're desperate, but we shouldn't need to. Down we go, 1 hit there, and down goes the ship. Alright, what do we got? From the bits and pieces you find the ship was gathering information. Nothing. Seems useful. Oh well, 22 scrap, which gets turned into 24 because of the scrap recovery arm. Okay, we've got one more jump for the exit, and the exit's not a store. So I think what we're going to do is just get our engines now. That way we don't have to worry about them for the rest of the game. Alright, yeah, up here please. We definitely did not have enough time, so well timed, as I just said. Excellent news. You arrived at the long-range beacon. When the FTL is charged, we can jump to the next sector. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us and offers us labourers for cheap. They can't get through our shields. Let's attack. Oh yeah, I love it. How many fights is that in a row? Like 3, maybe 4 fights in a row. Hands off the keyboard. What is that? HOTK? HOK. HOK. Or HOK. I'm HOK right now. Hands off keyboard. Right, taking down their Zoltan shield. Can the artillery beam penetrate a Zoltan shield? Let's actually find out. This is a good experiment. Let's see if the artillery beam can penetrate a Zoltan shield. I'm very interested. Ooh. Come on. Wait, I thought it was about to go. Oh. Oh, come on, bro. It can. That isn't. Well, no, it did hit the Zoltan shield. I saw that green there, but it can't. It can get through. That is very interesting. Right, the helm's completely down here, which is cool. I think those guys must have been repairing a hull repair or something. That's the only reason they'd be in there. Alright. The ship is trying to power up its FTL and get away, the fools. Haha, they're headed to the mid bay to heal up. Alright, come on, everybody. The hell down. Just gotta avoid the non-vowels. What? Said that was weird commentary. Alright, one more shot. The artillery beam comes and finishes the job. The slave ship is destroyed. They won't continue their evil trade. That many lives were lost on that ship. And normally they hail you and say, alright, take a slave. But they didn't. I need the extra crew members at this point. I need someone on my engines. They give us 3 fuel, 1 dropper, and 29 scrap. Or, well, we take it. Alright, let's head to the next sector. NG homeworlds or civilian sector? Well, we all know that homeworlds are always better than the boring civilian sectors, so that's where we're going. You've arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic life forms, but they're usually willing to help. And if you want to see us help the NG, you're going to have to tune into the next episode of FTL. Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Birdtross playing with the Federation cruiser Type B, the Egyptian, and Kia kaha.